We do have V-Bucks in candy, but I gotta remind you guys, every 2 weeks the creator code you entered clears and you have to retype it. I like to show mine on camera just to remind you guys. I like to support Archer. He helps a lot on and off camera. He pinged me right before I went live. If you guys want to support me, you can use code Mista at your checkout. Creators get 5% of your purchase at no further cost to you, and that's a great time to mention it because right down here we have a brand new set, Snowy Ops. I'm a little surprised this isn't a bundle, but I love the aesthetic. You guys know I love the white and blue. Even did the Beast Shaker, Advanced CG, link down below if you guys want to pick that up. And the tub as well. It's not quite as light blue as I'd like it on the Shaker, but it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool, pun intended as well. And the wrap, actually pretty awesome. This is like the big flake, but better. How are they gonna do this to me? How are they gonna make a wrap that I want, then withhold it for almost a year, and then just like come out with a better one just like that? Oh, and there's 2 styles. There's 2 versions. You're basically buying 2 wraps in one. That's crazy. Well, anyway, cute back bling as well. Again, I'm surprised that it's not a set. I'm not going to make some bold claim like new stuff has always been in a set lately, because I don't think that's true, but I'm a little surprised. Usually they do a little bundle, but there you go. You guys can pick that up. I'm not going to show the entire shop because it is... Oh, I can't use that word anymore. It's huge. So, yeah, this is what's different from yesterday. If you're interested, Shaq is back, and we got a couple of normal stuff here as well. And I don't think we have any super rare stuff. Yeah, 192 days actually is pretty low on the end, on that end. And I want to say thank you to everybody who's been using my code. But first, yeah, we're doing things a little out of order today. We're going to talk about the V-Bucks, because I don't like not showing that immediately. I also think that for most higher level players, you could probably queue this mission while the rest of the video plays on, and this will give you something to do while I run in the background. So 35 V-Bucks, X-ray tickets if you're not a founder. Trying not to choke on my own spit there. And pretty easy mission overall. Let's talk about the pun of the day. All right, so apparently the calendar is feeling a little moody. So if you're having a bad day in any way, I mean, how could you now after that? I'm sorry. You can use that one. So if anybody asks you, hey, what's up? Say, I'm feeling moody with a picture of a cow. They will really appreciate it. All right, so here we got another long one. So sit tight. A velociraptor walks into a bar. The bartender exclaims, "Stop, we don't serve your kind here." The velociraptor looks at him and asks, "What about humans?" The bartender, puzzled, replies, "Well, yes, of course we serve humans." And the velociraptor grins, "Perfect, I'll have one of everybody." No, it actually said, "Perfect, I'll have one of those rare, please." Get it? Because rare, because everybody would be uncooked as a velociraptor. Oh, who doesn't love a little eating humans humor right next to a moody pun? This is a great day. Thank you, Sig and Mom, for those calendars. This is going to be every single day. If it, so far it's well received. If the jokes are a little long, I might scan them in the future and then maybe do it at the end of the video. But either way, thank you everybody who's been using my code. If you ever want to be featured on the channel, you can ping me in the Discord here. I really love the nice words as well. And if you guys ever pick up Advanced CG and you want to let me know, this is the perfect place to do it. If you ever want to show a code redeem and then just flame your teammates while you're at it, you can, wow, there are so many puns in today's video. They are all intentional. Yeah, you could do that as well. I really appreciate you guys. This is so nice. Yeah, best price bundle I've ever seen. That Funk Ops yesterday was super, super discounted. Somebody asked me why I didn't pick them up. It's basic economics. I don't want the Funk Ops skin, and 200 V-Bucks is more than you should pay for something you don't want. There's a free bundle in the shop for a skin I'm just not interested in. People are like, why don't you grab it? Why don't you grab it? It's free. It bloats my inventory. My inventory already has so many skins. You guys have been gifting over the years. This is horrible in every way. Oh, man. Floor freeze where they probably won't be. Well, maybe that's a good-ish spot, but there's nothing above it that we can... Oh, man. Teammates need to learn. And what are you doing over here? You're flaming them, but you've got 438 energy cells and 3 energy-using weapons on your hotbar. Okay, props to you for using the ray gun, by the way. Dischargers in every hotbar slot forever. Why would it not be? But the ray gun, or death ray, that's, you know what? Props to you for not using the Xenon bow. I think there's a non-zero chance that he didn't even know it was in there and only uses the first 2 weapons, so he wasn't even thinking about it. But I'm gonna go ahead, stay strong, give them the benefit of the doubt. Llamas today are melee llamas. Don't buy these. There's really 200 extra tickets maybe, but every great base game melee comes around in missions all the time. I'm going to be pointing out a couple just today. Thank you to these guys for joining so I can see the highest and lowest missions. That's a great spread on those power levels too. Yeah, ceiling drop trap in the 34 zone. Excellent ceiling trap. You can place these directionally, so if you're facing your objective, they'll go towards your back. It's a lot more effective that way. Very, very good. Fortsville Slugger, one of those base game melees that are actually pretty good. Crit hits cause an explosion on that. Also very strong. Double Purple Survivor, pretty good for the low-level players. I always recommend running Ventures if you're a new player. That's why my baby account is not progressing very fast on the main story, because Ventures is really good. 4x reperk and the 46-4 player on top of those survivors. Then we've got the Stabsworth available up here, somewhere in the 94 zone. There we go. We're going to start with Bazooka, actually. Really, really good launcher. Trash Cannon is just a direct upgrade in cost efficiency, but the Bazooka looks awesome. It has a shark on it. And the Neon Sniper. I don't mention it much, but you can thermal through walls and it shoots through everything, so pretty good. Master's Driver, not a melee that I'm aware is very good. You might want to recycle that, but Stabs with a third is a great pickup, so definitely a strong weapon. If you guys want to know how to use those weapons, I've got videos on every relevant weapon in the game. 4x perk up in the 144 player, and then backing up a step because I knew I'd missed something. We've got our first out of 3 legendary survivors available today. Moving on to Twine, we got the 88 zone. Quick little showcase. Maverick, decent shotgun, great coverage. It can shoot through multiple targets as well, and that includes bubbles. And Armageddon, decent melee. Again, crit hits cause an explosion. Goes a long way. Then we got the Vacuum Tube Sword. Excellent melee. This thing is S tier with the Chain Lightning during a water season. It is incredibly strong. I highly recommend using it. Then I wanted to mention the 108 zone up here. 4x perk up plus epic perk up. Nice to see that, because epic perk up's a little more rare than I feel like it should be. 4x reperk in the 124 4 player. More epic perk up if you want. Then the 132 zone is kind of stacked. So some of you like to run missions just to recycle the weapons for the weapon designs. Well, you've got 1, 2, 3 missions that are all good for that. It's funny because the Buzz Cut is a direct upgrade of the Hunter Killer. Semi-auto weapon, better than you might think. I recommend using it if you want some variety. Riptide, slightly worse than the Thrasher in damage, but way better in cost efficiency. Thunderbolt is a shotgun that I dislike, but it's growing on me slowly. But yet, see, all of these weapons you could probably recycle and get a lot of weapon designs. So if you need that, go for it. Also, we have our second out of 3 legendary survivors available here, and our third out of 3 legendary survivors. So the 132 zones are stacked. 4x reperk and the 132 4 player as well. Pretty solid mission range to hang out in. 4x Eye of the Storm, the 144 player, and oh boy, yeah, the 160s are, you know, not full of solid rewards. The only thing that you might want to run it for other than XP is like 5x Eye of the Storm, but that's an evacuate the shelter mission with exploding death bomb and metal. Yeah, have fun. It's fun. Vacuum tube shotgun. This is a weapon I've rediscovered recently. I always knew it was good. That did not escape me, but I did not realize how good. I was just running this in, I think, the British Frost Knight run. It was doing better than I thought it should do towards the end. Yeah, that vacuum tube shotgun was still in play towards the end of the fight. It's very, very good, especially with the Chain Lightning. Also, vacuum tube weapons have a built-in stun effect, or some of them, I believe. So if you're shooting a smasher, they'll be stunned in place occasionally. It's quite strong. 4x Eye of the Storm in the 58 4 player. I'm trying to remember if the vacuum tube bow has it. Gosh, if only there was a way that we could find out. So I believe it should be... yeah, so I wonder if it's just the vacuum tube shotgun or if it's all, because over here you can see oh, maybe it is just the vacuum tube shotgun. Can stun enemies but won't knock them back. Okay, anyway, it's a very useful thing to have, because every once in a while the smash who's charging you, who didn't quite die, doesn't charge. It's nice. Floor freeze, really good for freezing. Same directionality as the tire trap I mentioned earlier. It'll freeze enemies in their tracks, stagger them backwards, and it'll take 25% more damage while they're frozen. Husk Cleaver is one of those good melees that I was going to be pointing out. And then we got the V-Box I mentioned earlier, and since I just feel like mentioning it, I wasn't sure if I was going to. There is a Monsoon and Plankerton. Somebody commented yesterday, bro, why ain't there nothing in Plankerton? I said, sometimes it just be what it do. But today, we do actually have a really good SMG. So if you want to pick it up, there you go. All right, I'm out of here. Subscribe, like the video. Members get early access to videos, but I'm kind of on break for January, so there's a few videos scheduled there. I'll see you guys later.